Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with a fabulous release that will set the hearts of all pianophiles aflutter. It is this, Sigismond Thalberg's L'art du chant appliqué au piano. The art of singing applied to the piano, performed by Paul Wee, who is an astonishing artist. I mean, you've probably got his Alcon CD, the Alcon Concerto for Solo Piano, which is like unbelievably insane. And then he's also doing the Beethoven Liszt Third Symphony transcription, which is coming shortly. It will be out by the time, in 2738 that most people are seeing these things. But he's doing that, and he's done this, and some other things too, I'm sure will be coming. He is just the guy for this repertoire because he is an insanely gifted virtuoso. In fact, he's insanely gifted generally. He's just one of those people who's like so smart and talented that it makes you feel like, inferior in everything. I mean, he's a barrister, in London. He can do whatever he damn well pleases. He's got independent means as a result of his profession, presumably. I mean, he's just terrific. He's kind of like the Marc-André Hamelin of the next century, except that Marc-André Hamelin is still fabulous and is still around Hamelinizing. But boy, this guy is good. He is really, really hot. So I am going to just take for granted, having listened to the whole thing, that the performances are really stupendous, and talk about the music, because that's what you're going to really be interested in. Who was Thalberg? Well, piano people know he was one of the great 19th century virtuosos. He was one of in that list, crew of great virtuosi, and Alcon and Pixis, and there were a whole bunch of them, and they were just unbelievably crazy virtuosos, and Thalberg was one of them. And what he did in this particular thing, which is his opus 70, he wrote quite a bit of music, was to take opera arias and opera excerpts and vocal music generally, some not operatic, and demonstrate how he could make piano arrangements which preserve the music's vocal qualities. Does he do that? Well, no. I mean, it's a piano. It sounds like a piano. Who are we kidding? But they're wonderful arrangements, and that's the point, right? They're absolutely beautiful. If you think you're going to have even an artist of the caliber of Paul Wee here whizzing through this, and you're going to hear Maria Callas in the background, you're not. It doesn't work that way. It sounds like a piano playing opera excerpts, but they're beautiful arrangements and they're interesting. There's so much stuff here. Wait a minute. Let's see what they consist of. There are 4 volumes. They last a good couple hours worth of music. And let's see, series 1, you get Ate Okara, the quartet from Bellini's I Puritani. Then you get Tre Giorni by Pergolesi, and Adelaide by Beethoven, the song, and Pietà Signore, attributed to Stradella, and the Lacrimosa from Mozart's Requiem, which is really a scary arrangement. It's very effective. And then you get Solaria from The Marriage of Figaro, and Perché mi guardi e piangi from Rossini's Zelmira, which was actually quite popular in its day, or at least some arias from it were. And then we get the next one, Weber transcriptions. Oh, well, part of them. It's series 2, 1853 and 1854, the Weber bits, which we'll get to. You get Bella Adorate Incognita from Mercadante's Il Giuramento. Then Nel Silenzio fra l'Aurora from Meyerbeer's Il Crociato. Ooh, baby. Aren't you having a good time listening to me mispronounce all of this stuff? I'm doing this for you, because I know you need a laugh. So let's see what else we have. Einsam bin ich nicht allein from Weber's Preziosa. And then we have Der Müller und der Bach from Schubert's Die Schöne Müllerin. And Schelm, halt fest from Weber's Der Freischütz. And Il mio tesoro, oh my treasure, from Don Giovanni. And then series 3, the Serenade from Rossini's Barber of Seville, and then La Dove Prende from Mozart's The Magic Flute. Well, That's what it's called in Italian. It's by Männern, the German, the duet between Papageno and what's her name, the female lead. Oh goodness, I mean, whatever her name is. Anyway, the barcarolle from Donizetti's Gianni de Calais. We know that like the back of our hands. Then Protega il giusto cielo from Don Giovanni, and La ci darem la mano from Don Giovanni, and the serenade from Grétry's L'amant jaloux. And then we get, let's see, what's this thing? Assisa a pied d'un salice, the willow song. Salice is a willow. The willow song from Rossini's Otello. And finally, Pamina. That's her name. Pamina. Ay, ay, ay. So there we go. Before you all write down and tell me who it is, it's Pamina. I know that. Okay, Series 4, Casta Diva from Norma. Another beautiful arrangement. One of the big ones, 6 minutes of stuff. Voi chi sapete from The Marriage of Figaro. And Fröhliche Klänge Tense Gesänge from Weber's Euryanthe, which no one ever wants to hear except for the music's fabulous and the story's impossible. And then we have Dafydd I Garreg Ven, an ancient bardic aria, which looks like it's sort of here in Welsh or something like that. And then Ein Mädchen, das auf Ehre hielt, from Haydn's The Seasons. And finally, Fenesta Vasha, a Neapolitan song. That is the art of song applied to the piano. And you also get 3 Schubert Lieder, and then you get On Wings of Song by Mendelssohn. The Schubert Lieder are Talschung from Winterreise, and Der Neugierige from Die Schöne Müllerin, and Die Post from Winterreise. And then you get Mi manca la voce from Rossini's Mosè in Egitto. Boy, it's quite something, isn't it? And you get big, thick booklet and wonderful bis sonics as usual. And Paul Wee is a pianistic marvel. And I admit, I was waiting to hear the voice of Maria Callas drifting along behind this, and I didn't. I heard beautiful piano arrangements of opera bits, very, very beautifully played. And what Wee does that I think is so marvelous is, I was especially listening, for example, to the Mozart transcriptions, because we all know the tunes, and they're very simple tunes. So what is he going to do? And what Thalberg does, and what Wee brings out so well, is the layers of texture required by different degrees of touch between accompaniment and melody and sometimes decoration on the top. I mean, in Voi chi sapete, for example, oh my word, there was just some amazing filigree and stuff around the tune that was beautifully brought out and wonderfully balanced. And that's the kind of thing you listen for. These require virtuoso technique, no question about it, but not of the, technical fireworks display type. It's about touch. It's about legato. It's about phrasing, that kind of stuff. And that's what you need to listen for when you listen to these performances, because Wee does some amazing things with all of those qualities. So here you go, piano folk, Thalberg, and opera folk for that matter. The art of song applied to the piano on bis. A stunning, wonderful 2-disc release. And oh my, it made me very, very happy. And it will make you happy too. So keep on listening, friends. Thank you for joining me. Take care.